As you know, man, Jamaica is in and I'm for the Rudolph community. Respect for support. I want to know all the time. If you know, I come out all the time. And thanks for the support, man. It's in. And hopefully we can get some more.
Yeah, Reggae Boys Nation. Reggae Boys community. World Cup 26, we are land. Head the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. See fast, well fast like him skating a tool. Wait boys clock and Blake in a goal. Bobby kick a shot next, shake it a roll. Chippy boss a chop skin, scrape it a sword. Inna the office or play upon the road. Inna we black, green and gold. Adidas sponsor suit. Nana boss lace, key boy ankle soup. Take it to them fatally. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Yo, Ravel still the world lord. Whisper kick shot, this thing it burn hard.
This is Damien Lowe, Jamaican International, and I send a special shout out to the Reggae Boys community. Thanks to all of the hard work that you've been doing. We're seeing it, we appreciate it, and everybody just come out and support. We're gonna do our best.
2, 3. As you know, man, Jamaica is in and I'm for the Rudolph community. Respect for support. I want to know all the time. If you know, I come out all the time. And thanks for the support, man. It's in. And hopefully we can get some more.
Yeah, Reggae Boys Nation. Reggae Boys community. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. See fast, well fast like him skating a tool. Wait boys clock and Blake in a goal. Bobby kick a shot next, shake it a roll. Chippy boss a chop skin, scrape it a sword. Inna the office or play upon the road. Inna we black, green and gold. Adidas sponsor suit. Nana boss lace, key boy ankle soup. Take it to them fatally. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Yo, Ravel still the world lord. Whisper kick shot, this thing it burn hard.
This is Damien Lowe, Jamaican International, and I send a special shout out to the Reggae Boys community. Thanks to all of the hard work that you've been doing. We're seeing it, we appreciate it, and everybody just come out and support. We're gonna do our best.
2, 3. As you know, man, Jamaica is in and I'm for the Rudolph community. Respect for support. I want to know all the time. If you know, I come out all the time. And thanks for the support, man. It's in. And hopefully we can get some more.
Yeah, Reggae Boys Nation. Reggae Boys community. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. See fast, well fast like him skating a tool. Wait boys clock and Blake in a goal. Bobby kick a shot next, shake it a roll. Chippy boss a chop skin, scrape it a sword. Inna the office or play upon the road. Inna we black, green and gold. Adidas sponsor suit. Nana boss lace, key boy ankle soup. Take it to them fatally. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Yo, harvest till the world Lord. Whisper, kick shot, this thing, it burn hard.
This is Damien Lowe, Jamaican International, and I send a special shout out to the Reggae Boys community. Thanks to all of the hard work that you've been doing. We're seeing it, we appreciate it, and everybody just come out and support. So we do our best.
2, 3.
Jamaica land we love.
I don't know when Jamaica is in and I for the Reggae Boys community.
Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. People, people, people. We're back at it again. You don't know. It's a day, another live, another evening. Wanna deal it. Big up everybody who reach early and then in the comment section already. Everybody who are watch, big up on yourself. So we're there again with our next live, people. Welcome to the Reggae Boys community. Oh, this day is my audio good? And they tell me audio sound good. Let me know, you know. There again with the next live, people. Let me know the audio sound. Real quick, then let me know the audio sound. Big up everybody, Grammy family, bless up yourself. Everybody who there, bless up on yourself, bless up on yourself. We have a next nice, exciting interview for you people. Let me know if the audio sound good, people. Let me know if my audio sound good. All right. People unlike the JPL, the start of the JPL so far. To me, it's buzzing. I'm not gonna lie, it's really buzzing. It's exciting. Me there, you know, in the diaspora, in the United States. And it's really buzzing. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. There's a whole lot of excitement in the league. The games that I've been able to see, they look exciting as well. So I don't know if you give props for that. The coaches, I want to think of the coaches, them are the influx of players, you know. I want to think, people. Are the coach them make the league exciting or the players them? Because me not tell no lie. The league just have a buzz. It have a real buzz. And big match tonight at 7 p.m. at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. Montego Bay United versus Stars of the East, Arbor View. You don't know. I'm a Mobay native. I'm a Mobay native, so don't know me I go pick Mobay if you win. Yeah, and send back home Stars of the East. So Mobay United may have vibe for this evening. And people may hope. I'm hoping that game is going to be live so we can see it. Hoping that game is going to be live so I can see it. Turn on the phone here. Because the alarm. Where's the Grammy? Mobay for the win? Yeah. But today, people, you know, we're gonna be, as you guys see the thumbnail, Mr. Jamaica football himself. You know, Mr. Rudolph Speid will be gracing the stage of the Reggae Boys community for the first time. You know, he's already here. You know, I'm just giving him time, you know, for whatever I'm going to set up himself and him ready. But one thing we know them, man, once I interview them, man, and I late, you know. Man, and I late, man. On time and everything, man. Him not late. So people, yeah, man, Mr. Speid will be, you know, just having a chat with us for a few minutes. You know, so we are thankful for that. Yeah, I mean, man, Grammy, how about you are left with no points out of Mobay? Yeah. I'm going to talk to Mr. Speid, you know, because he better know Mobay a comfy him title when him have up there, you know. May I tell you that straight. Them lucky people, may I tell you, say, the last season, them better thank God. Say them sell out the 2 game them. To Monsieur Harborview or whoever will make the top 6. Yeah, man, because I tell you, anyway, they will make Mobay reach another top 6 the people. Yeah, man, I tell you, from last season, I see it. But this year, new coach, new additions. Mr. Speid, I tell you, man, Mobay a comfy title, man. No joke. Them serious, man. Them serious. Then I must Grammy, man. We have to big up the team them from the West because the title always has to stay a town and want it back down that side here. Yeah? Big up everybody in the comment section. But people, I'm going to bring on my guest tonight, Mr. Rudolph Speid. technical director of Cavaliers. I will bring him on now. Mr. Rudolph Speid, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Thank you for
To, to
having
the
me.
to the space, I would say you need no introduction because you're a man that you don't hide from the camera, you don't hide from a mic, so you need no introduction. But people, Mr. Rudolph Speid, as I said, technical director of Cavaliers. Um, he is here with us this evening, gracing the stage of the Reggae Boys community. Mr. Speid, like, what do you know about the organization Reggae Boys community? Like, what have you heard about us? Who are we to you or to Jamaica? Have you heard anything about us?
Actually, I've heard a lot, and that I like what I hear. One of the things that people always say, put your money where your mouth is, and I see that the Reggae Boys community has contributed tremendously to our programs in terms of buying tickets. It might sound simple, but you buy a good amount of tickets each match day and give them away to people who that otherwise couldn't come to the game, which is to me commendable. An act of selflessness. Also, the band that you provide that plays in the stadium is the right way to go. So I have a lot of time for the Reggae Boy community. This one because of tangible things that I can see with my own eyes that they are doing.
And Mr. Speed, because in the space, people always have a lot of complaints, and that was how this group was formed because there's a lot of complaining, everybody have an issue, and we wanted to make an impact where we can and control the things that we can control. And we can control how the players then play out on the field. We can control who the coach pick, all these things. But you know what? We can control helping fans to come into the stadium, and that's just a start for us. I'm glad that it's being noticed, and not only getting fans in the stadium, but a fan engagement type of thing. Bring the band and to even allow the players to come and feel at home. I heard Casey Palmer said this is one of the best he has seen in terms of fan support since he came here.
No,
So
definitely, and there's a multiplier effect because possible nobody really likes to come to match alone. Nobody likes to. So if you give somebody a ticket, it most likely that somebody else will buy a ticket just to go with that person. So you could really look at your efforts as probably doubling the amount of persons who would have normally come to the match by what your organization does, and in some cases could be triple, it could be four times because household in Jamaicans are five on average. So anywhere between when you give away one, you could have anywhere five up who's also contributing just because you're able to do that. So I have a lot of time for this particular committee. I mean, I like what they are doing. I hope they can do more, and I hope there will be more persons like you joining to help because we do need help in Jamaica. I mean, but a lot of people just use their mouth alone and talk. But this is really
and I want to ask a question to like you being a coach, like how important are fans in stadium to players? I mean, some people don't give it a high percentage, just hey, it's not really here, but like you being a coach, how it would affect players. Is it that really important to the players?
probably is the wrong person you ask. I don't care if one person's in the stadium
Yeah.
or 1 million. I mean, we have a job to do and we just have to do it. But yeah, if you look in some of the modern countries, you can see the fans sing from start to finish. And I think it helps. Most of the people that play overseas will feel strange in an empty stadium. Very strange because they have sold out stadium playing in. So if it is even for them to experience more support, I think it helps our national team. I'd go further to say that though that we have to start somewhere with the band. We need to start have songs. The band kind of don't know when to play sometime, do you know? Because sometimes they must start making noise when we attack the goal. Sometimes they make the noise. I know, yeah. I mean, which is funny, but it's something that you have to enlighten them about. So listen, come on. It's certain times you must do certain things, right? They don't really get that going yet, but they'll get there. But it's a good thing that we have one band. I mean, in our future, we probably want to have louder bands. We want to have coordinated singing where there's certain song at certain time I mean, we have a lot of Bob Marley songs that we could sing at particular times in the game. So those are we are coming of age, and this community has really helped us to start the process. Once they had said it to the JFF that they wanted to do it, I knew, I knew about it. So I was very encouraged. I say, yeah, them come, let them do it, because um, you see, if you don't understand the game by traveling and watching what other, first world countries do, or top leagues across the world do, then you won't understand. What a lot of people don't realize that last year, at the start of the season, Jamaica was ranked 170 in terms of leagues in the world. And we're up to 153 now. So, I mean, we're doing something good.
Definitely.
And we just have to continue. But some of these little things, we have flag waving in our Premier League, we have interview boards now. Every little thing, we're improving on is taking us into the right spaces, where we need to be.
And thanks for saying that about the band. We can pass that on as you mentioned when to play, because it's really important and being over here and going to different stadiums and going to different games. I know a lot of stadiums in England have it, and they have it here in the US. They have a section for like the cheering fans. There's no seat there or anything. It's just like rails and the fans go in there and stand. That section, you go in there and stand up, so that's a cheering section. Like even things like those they do over here because they understand the importance of that. People who come to the game and they want to cheer and they want to make nice, you don't want to see them with everybody else. But as I said, in that section, they normally put those sections kind of like behind the goals. So there's no seat at all there. It's just rows and you stand up in the railing, and them have them flags, them have them bands. So even things like that, I would think enhance the experience of the game. And for a long while we haven't seen, this type of crowd and things like this. I feel that it enhances the experience, because not only that they come and they watch the game, you want to give people something else to look forward to. Yes, the game is the most important thing, but what is the overall package for the people? That is something that I think when we have Jamaica games, it is really important to have that type of fun engagement and entertainment for the fans, and make it like something that it's enjoyable, not only being able to watch the game, but the experience in the stands. You understand? So
Well,
we will
it's an
looking for.
event.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. I mean, you want it to be an event. 'Cause that's the only way. If it is an event, then that's the only way people want to come back to an event. And we did toy with the idea of probably having do something at the arena, like a pre-game thing, because the arena is so close, and then people come over, they finish. So there's additional things that can be done, and we're trying to those ideas, because you're correct, it should be an event, not just a football game.
Definitely. I want to ask you about the start of the JPL season. To me, it's buzzing, Mr. Speed. Like, what bring the buzz this season? What is it? What go on this season make people just tune in, so and it just have a buzz. Me not telling you, like every scroll on Instagram, I can see reels, I can see statuses. Like, what bring the buzz this year about the JPL, Mr. Speed?
A lot of things, which some people might think is something to quarrel about, but there's a lot of things make the JPL buzzing, and we have to keep on going. So from last year though, we had a record turnout of about over 20,000 people in the National Stadium for the finals. That was like a record turnout. And why we had to carry to the stadium? Because the year before, Sabina Park was bursting at its seams. They couldn't hold the amount of people that came there, so they moved to the stadium that was filled too, basically. So, but then, then there was a drama at Mount Pleasant where the change coach, the coach last one gave the change coach again. There's the Veer drama too, where another coach came in the league. And of course, I mean, it is just Cavaliers spend the least amount of money when they tackle everybody upset. All the other clubs upset. And then the JFF now playing their part. They said, listen, if you don't have a B license, you can't coach in our league. So when you put all of that together, it becomes a melting pot. Everybody have a discussion. And then people thought that the JFF would enforce the rule the first set of after the first games, and they say, okay, we're enforcing the rules, and people getting fined left, right, and center. All dramas, but it helps the league to just keep on a high. And and everybody watching the results. And plus, there's a Caribbean Club Championship happening too, with 3 or 4 clubs in it. It's just a good place to be. We have a new coach at the national level, so football is on an upturn right now, uptick as we speak.
Yeah, man, because as I say, it's just buzzing. Everywhere we go, me see it. Um, when you're playing when you're playing Veer United, Veer Phoenix United.
I really don't know because I don't have it on my mind really because but I know I think it's sometime in November or December, but I really don't have it on my mind because
You know, I'm in a circle with people who watch football. Them say them a mark them calendar. Some of them know the date already, so them now miss that game. I hope the PFJL and Sportsmax make sure that game televised. All right,
I hope
good
so
man.
too. I hope so
Yeah,
too. But
man.
I
People
mean,
marking the calendars.
yeah, but I mean, look, Cavaliers is the #1 team, right, in Jamaica. I mean, them have some grounds to make up. I mean, we are going to be doing what we always do. You know, we try to win things. As a matter of fact, one of the thing about us is that we're not really trying to win. You know, we're more into development. What
Right.
happens is once we reach the playoffs, then we change our mode. We are trying to win now. But you know, we're not going to be taking these mini victories during the season as anything like cause sometimes we go into a game, but we have long, medium term and long term objectives, not a short term objectives. So like yesterday we played Portmore is a good team, but we decided to start like 3 fresh players in the Premier League. I mean, because we wanted to see what they could do, you know, from our early out in the competition. So by the time it gets around to the business end, we know what they can do. So we'll continue to do that for the first round. Just play what we want to play who we want to play, not necessarily looking for win. Not that we're playing to lose, but we're not really, you
Yeah.
know. So that's how we are, and we're not going to change for anyone.
In terms of transfers, there are influx of foreign nationals coming into the league. I think that also adds to the excitement of the league. What's your views on that? You know, the
Oh yeah,
influx of
definitely,
foreign nationals.
definitely. As a matter of fact, there's a limit of 6 foreign base players on each team. You can register more, but on a match day, you can only have 6 on the match card, right? You know, we're still protecting our industry.
Hmm.
But clubs are starting to say we should increase it. So, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, about 4 on our roster. One of them left and decided to go and get a job. So we have done it. A lot of other clubs, Portmore, Mount Pleasant, they have Montego Bay. They have done it too. They have a lot of overseas based players in their squad, which is good. More people will watch the league. It's getting more popular, as I said, right across the. Sorry, just give me a second.
Yeah, man. People look like Mr. Speed get a phone call. I add him backstage, make him go and sort that out. But yeah, people, the influx of foreign nationals in the league, I think it's, to me, honestly, it's good for the league. Remember, they were trying to market the JPL as a product. And I think the more foreign nationals that you have coming to the league, it's marketing the product, you know, and I think that allows the league and the playing to be better. You understand? As me say, me watch a couple games that I was able to watch, and the football looked good. It looked nice. It looked much better. You understand? And also including some of the youngsters in the team, like it just made the league nice and entertaining. And especially people know they have like stars in the schoolboy football, and then want to see them, you know, on the bigger stage and including them in the JPL teams. Trust me, people, it made the league nice. It made the league real nice. You know, and me hope that we can get more schoolboys and more foreign nationals in the league, because it just makes the league better. Even the way the teams play, you know, even the way the teams play, it looks just like 2 match weeks already. And me not tell no lie, people, it looks really entertaining. Big up everybody in the chat. Who there? I'm see who there. Elite Sports. Respect, big up yourself, my boss. Big up Elite Sports. Owen, big up yourself. Young Kings Entertainment. Bless up. Who else there now? Alan Blair, bless up yourself. Lee Young, bless up yourself. Grammy family, Tennessee Lewis. Big up on yourself, people. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Where say? Upa effect. See you, man. Robert, bless up yourself, Robert. All right, people, Mr. Speed is back. Yes, Mr. Speed.
Yeah, man.
Are you satisfied with your transfer window personally, for Cavaliers? I mean, you did, some amount of business. Are there any regrets? Or I know you're gonna say okay, no, but I mean, was there any other business that you probably wanted to get in, or you know?
No, well, three of the players that left us who are good, very good, extremely good players. I mean, that's not true. That they are probably two of the best wing back in the country. But they were my three oldest players, and Nicholas Hamilton went to Waterhouse. They were the three oldest players in the squad, and I have not that I wanted them to leave, but the truth is, if they want to leave, it's fine with me because I have a lot of 17 and 18. I mean, we are the champions for the under 17 national champions. So I have a lot of those players there, trying to get a look in. I have a set of 18 and 19-year-olds that was on the last national under 20 and the national under 17 team 2 years ago. All of those players are here trying to get what you call a bus. So I just bust them. So I'm good from that point of view. They'll take some time, but I'm also happy that the league is 39 games. I will have time to work with them. So by the time we get thrown to the playoff, we're ready for business. That is why I'm not worried.
And I mean, that's your model. I mean, everybody knows that's your model. So I mean, even if you don't get persons in through the window, you just have a machine turning out players, so you can graduate players from U14, U15, U17 all the way up. So I mean, that's your model. So you said the transfer window was fine. You got a signing from Mount Pleasant, Kyle Overy. I mean, he is a very direct player. Player likes to move with the ball, and you seem to like players like that. How did you manage to get that deal done?
Well, they wanted Kyle Ming very badly. I mean, Kyle Ming is probably arguably one of the best defenders in the league. So when we were doing the business, I just included it in as a part of the deal. So that's how he came across. So I'm fine with it. I spoke to him, and he wanted to come. The player, when I was given permission to talk to him, he wanted to come, and within like an hour, we settled on everything. His salaries, everything, contract, everything. I said him. So it was really an easy thing. He wanted to come. He's coming to a team that plays with his age group too. He's just 20, so everything was right for him, and so he came and settled in quite nicely.
And in terms of a system, people always use this word, but I mean, he's a player that likes to move with the ball very quick. And to me, your team is one of the team that does well in transition, and he's a player that would be effective playing in transition, quick counter, stuff like that. So from my opinion, I think the way how your team plays would suit him more often than not. So I think that probably could also be a reason why you would want such a player at your team.
It's mutual, and that's the reason why he probably would want to come. In addition, we would probably give him much more playing time than he would have gotten at Mount Pleasant, because I think he played 9 times for them over a year. Since he has been here, he has been in like 4 games already. So I think he's really should be staying with us. But you're right, his attributes is those that you described. We still have to work on his end product, but we're working on it. But yeah, once you're fast, I like you right away. That's true.
And last night I was watching the game, I was thinking, Mr. Speed kind of change up on player, or sometimes you say you can change anytime you want. But last time I watched the game, I say, look like your style kind of tweak a little bit. What's going on?
Well, in 2011, we were easily the best passing team in Jamaica. So it's not like we can't pass the ball, and we still practice to do it. It's just that once we won with that style, we figure people will figure it out and try to beat that style. So for the next 2 years, for the next year, we did do the passing style in 2022 when we lost. And then 23, when we went to the final, we started to adapt the playing in a transition. But when 23, 24, it was full-blown transition at every opportunity. But it's not because we can't pass, because to get those transitions to work, you actually have to be accurate to get them to work. So people were thinking it was long pass. No, it was long ball. No, it was long pass. We were right, and we take the route or we get. But one of the problem with playing like that is a lot of running. A lot of running. You burn out the players over such a long period. So, and I also thought that we should switch up because we don't want to be one-dimensional. So, in some games, and even some games last year, we did use possession a lot. So it's something that we can do and it's good that we can attack in different ways now. And that's what we're doing. We're doing different. If you notice, the two goals last night were team goals. They were all team goals.
Yeah.
Not any one person or any runaway or transition. Those team goals, which we're kind of proud of them.
And Mr. Speed, I don't have the stats to back up what I'm saying, but I've seen it. Yes, it's a lot of running, but also what it does, it creates a lot of chances for you. The Caribbean game the other night, you should have gone about 3-4 by the time the first half finished. So I know that type of way you play, it creates a lot of chances. It creates
No,
a
it's
whole
true.
lot of chances.
It's true, but guess what? I own 20 players now. That's the problem. I only have 20 players to choose from now. And we're playing the games coming quick and fast, so I definitely have to know what I'm doing. I really have to make sure I deal with my periodization and don't overwork the players.
And I want to speak quickly about Jamar Calvin. Mr. Speed, when you're in training with him, like I watch him on matches, but the other night he just looked like a class above a lot of the people. I see him taking a ball with him kick, give him one touch on the ball, dead, and him turn and beat the defender and pass it. These type of things, you always see this from Jamar Calvin, or him just take a new gear.
No, Jamar Calvin came here when he was 18 to play for me, the first time. But then he went, somebody tried to get him to go to college, so he went back for 1 year and didn't play. So last year he came back and said, "Coach, I want to come back." And so you're always welcome. So he came back. But what really drew me to him was when he was playing for high school in Antigua. Him just kept on going, and I like players who keep going, because a lot of players nowadays, the first sign of trouble, then cut back the ball.
Mm-hmm.
First sign of trouble, they're not realizing, I can get a throw, I can get a corner. Jalmar is nothing like that. He just keeps going. So that's the reason why I liked him. I didn't know he would work out, but then he was fast. I like him again because he's fast. And then I noticed that he had certain skill set, but he was so untried and unproven. It was last year when we went to Trinidad, I actually brought him on in a game. And from that day, he's just a starter. He made full use of about 25 minutes. And all that you are describing just came out. And I said, okay, he's the man. And he has just stepped up his game from there. 16 goals last year. And then he started last night with another.
He looks very good, man. We're not telling a lie. He looks very good. People, like up the live. Big up everybody in the comment section. We know if you cut the interview if you have big likes, but like up the live and big up everybody in the comment section. Mr. Speed, last night we have one big debate and argument over a specific topic, and it was, is the JPL a semi-professional or professional league? And it argument go on and on and on. So you're here tonight. Yes, so you're here tonight. I might get a call, people. Yeah, so last night, people, we have a huge discussion on whether the JPL is a semi-professional or professional league. And Mr. Speed is here to clear it up. I won't tell you which side of the argument I was on. If the people in the comment section want to tell you they can, but I won't tell you which section of the argument I was on. All right. Get back Mr. Speed at the stage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
loud and clear.
So our league, everybody in our league has to be a professional player, right? Basically, you must have a contract, a valid professional contract. But because of our unique situation, we had asked permission to allow us to play some players who still have an ambition to go to school, go to university, etc. And you know of the rule, the NCAA rules, which does not
Mhm.
allow professional players to play in their college league. So each club can play 5 players
Amateurs.
amateurs who doesn't have a contract. That don't make it a amateur league. By the definition, we have a professional league. Everybody get paid above minimum wage, because that again is another mark. If it is a 'cause below minimum wage is a reimbursement. Once you go
Right.
above minimum wage, it means it is a salary. So people get paid above minimum wage. Everybody have a contract. The clubs have to get a club license. So then you have to get financial statements, contracts. If you don't own your venues, you have to prove that you play youth football. Trust me, they make you jump through some hoops to get a license to play locally. And you jump through some more hoops to get a license to play regionally. Because even if you win the Premier League and you don't have a regional license, you can't play in a CONCACAF in a Caribbean Club Championship. So I would say is a poor professional league.
Okay. Because I honestly I was telling them, no, it's not a professional league, because if it's a professional league, 50% of the players, has to be remunerated, and the remuneration should be majority of their income. That just a basic meaning. And
No,
somebody
but
pointed
it's
out,
not
yeah, go
50%.
ahead.
All the players in the league get paid. Every single one.
Okay,
There's nobody in the
okay,
league that don't get paid. Every single one get paid. If anybody
all
in
right.
the league don't get paid, I must have him say no one to pay. But everybody in the league must have a professional contract. And yes, some clubs struggle to pay, including our club too. But they do get paid, and there's remedies if you don't pay. So all of that is legal.
Our people, so we can put that to rest now. It is a professional league. I know later on them are going bring that back up, but we can put
And
it to rest now.
some people get some serious money in our league too, to pay, Coaches get some serious money.
Yeah,
Players
yeah.
get some serious money. But not everybody can. They have some clubs who can afford it more than some. Clubs even not buy coach nowadays, or pay for coach. So you just to give you an idea of where the league are.
And I always hear the PFJL president speak about the club should take advantage of the things that would help to bring revenue to their clubs, like merchandising. I know you have gate receipts, etc., among other stuff. In terms of merchandising for your club, like how is that going?
Poor. Everybody want a jersey, but they want it for free.
Somebody
So
just asked another comment where they can get one of that jacket we have on. It's right there. Yeah, somebody just
yeah,
asked.
but locker rooms have them. They are the ones who are one of the set of person who are selling them locker rooms, so they have them. And if you're right, Cavalier, we can arrange one to get to you to first year, so that both of us actually have.
So,
But we don't make
all right,
much money from that. It's
so because I know that there is a store, the online store. I don't know if they have one in Jamaica, but on the JPL site, they have the link to where you can buy the
yeah.
jerseys, right? Is that different from like what you were just mentioning?
No,
Because
I
I want
think
to
it's
know,
the
like,
same. I think it's the same place. It's up back at locker room, and then Cavalier. We do have some too, so we can sell too.
you can
So it's
sell.
two places there.
All right, so people, you heard, if you go on the JPL Instagram page, they provide a link to where you can purchase it. I've been on there, I've checked it out. But say, Mr. Speed, to purchase the jersey and get it wear me there, it costs more than the one I want me have on me buy from Adidas.
Well, I'm not sure you're right. I don't know still, but I mean,
So we
there's,
must say them have to put in the shipping and them all things if we're making
yeah,
it
but
reach.
there's cheap way for do it. So. But anyway, there we can get to the jersey, man.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay, okay, okay. Me know me can get it, come go on and do it, and as to come know the price, you know.
yeah.
But we probably have to find a next way
So
we
we don't
forget.
make a lot of money from it because our base is just too small. But it's good to start. But we don't make a lot of money from it.
So in terms of like bringing in revenue, would you say that the clubs are struggling, to bring in like revenue on their own? Like, would you say the clubs are struggling in that
Yeah, I
regard?
don't think any club makes enough revenue to pay all their bills. They have to source it from other sources like grants and the owners put in or other sponsorship. Well, sponsorship is club revenue, but I don't think enough. I don't think any club make enough from football related revenue to take care of them bills now.
All right. So, I mean, you think that type of model is sustainable to, grow the league in a way where clubs are able to take care of themselves, or it's always going to be getting sponsorships and grants? Is there going to be a time when we say yes, the clubs can function outside of all those things, or it's a
Well,
long way off?
in fairness, most clubs make a loss all over the world. In fairness, it's just a few clubs make a profit. But that's where I don't think there's any other way you can do it unless you sell players. That's the only way I think.
One other thing I wanted to mention about the JPL. The first match week, Mr. Speed, I wasn't gonna lie, I was disappointed because the first two games in a round, we couldn't see a thing. I just picture on people, you know, video them when them post up. So I was wondering, we the league. I know you're probably aware the league has some contract with Sportsmax, but the coverage they're not able to cover all the games, Mr. Speed. You know what I mean? You have people all over the world who want to watch the games. I don't think them have enough coverage for supply the amount of games where we play on a match week, Mr. Speed. Because those first two games, I was disappointed that we couldn't see, the Mobile Veer and the Portmore Mount Pleasant game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. But there's two reasons for that. One, the contract that is in place now, which I think finished this year, speaks to 4 games a week, not all 7 games. So it's not that they are doing anything that they should not do. That's one. The second is we're skeptical of certain venues to put those out there, as our product. So you have to understand that one later. We don't want the product not to look like what it looks like now. So we try to get the best feels. So sometimes we have to pass on some venues and just stick to the better ones. That's really what is that.
And do you guys have any decision to be made in terms of which games are going to be streamed or shown live, or does the TV company choose those themselves, or you guys
No man.
suggest?
No. We the games are chosen by professional football in collaboration with JFF. And as I said before, what we try to do is to look at the venues that makes the product looks good. You don't want to shoot at a venue where the ground, you see pure dirt and look even and the stands look a little away. So we have tried our best to put the matches at venues that look good on television because remember, we're building a product. So that is why some venues are not chosen and the better ones are.
All right, understood. In terms of coaching in the JPL, you mentioned earlier that they are more stringent on the rule in terms of having the required license to coach. In terms of number, how many coaches have currently acquired a B license?
So the rule is once we have qualified between 3 to 4 times the amount of clubs in a particular competition, then we trigger the rule.
So you have
So
14 clubs.
right, so you have about 42. Anything above 42, we trigger the rule. So last season the rule was you must be enrolled in a B license. That time we had 27, and then we had a class with 32. That would have been 59. So we would have passed the threshold from last year by the ones that were enrolled. So we say you have to be enrolled or you have to have a B license. So we had 59 persons to choose from. We did give preferential treatment to the clubs, the Premier League clubs. Say, okay, you get first choice to enter the
To
courses
enroll. Okay.
to enroll. Since that, we have had one class with 14 and one with 13. So again, if you add those 14 plus 13, we have about 86. I think we do another class because when I was checking, and there's another class so that we start. When I was checking, we were near 100, near 100 persons who have started the course. So, but we did tell them from last year that no, you must have a B license to coach in the 2024-2025 season. Some people just thought that, the JFF was going to enforce it. I'm just saying it like that.
Mhm.
They were wrong.
So we have passed the threshold, so it triggers the rule, right? So currently we have 14 clubs. How many of the 14 clubs have a coach that is a holder of the CONCACAF B license?
As far as I know, probably 10, 11. There's probably only about 3 that don't have a B license or higher at this point in time.
What amount of those coaches are actually in the island? You say pass the threshold, but what amount of those coaches are in the island? We just say more than the 42 are actually in the island.
We don't lose 10. We haven't lost 10.
We haven't lost
We
it.
haven't lost 10, more than 10. No, they are still here.
I mean, I don't know them, like you would, but are the coaches that who have been coaching in either schoolboy football or the Premier League before? Because we only have 14 clubs, so I think it's more than enough coaches that are there to fill these 14 roles. Obviously, you said you can't tell people who to employ, but what would prevent a club from seeking a coach with the requisite qualification and end up, choosing somebody who doesn't?
Well, of the 14, uh, uh, all the clubs I can tell you had somebody who started the course. That I can
Right,
tell you.
right,
They
right.
just didn't finish. So I don't think, and a lot of clubs have. I mean, if you look on, yeah, I know clubs that have 3 A license people. No, 3 people doing the A license. So you have some clubs who is serious on education because they know that it helps them on the field. So they look out, for their people and say, okay, you need to do the course. Or a lot of clubs pay for the persons to do the course. But one of the problems was that we started a course last year summer, and it's a 6 months course, and some people just lag about and didn't do what they are supposed to do. Now this is not a these courses nowadays are not participatory course. You can't come and get the badge. You
Mhm.
know these
It's
courses
not
that
like
we
you
teach
just come
them.
in a class and watch some videos and read a material, then you get a certificate at the end of the week. You have
Right.
to do an exam, do some practical stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to go 4 day and then the theory and a few practical. Then you go for 3 months, come back, and then there's a development period of where you come for 4 days and you have to coach the 4 days, make the coaching educator see you. Then you have to do a logbook, put in your 6 sessions that you think you master, and then you choose one and do the exam. So it's a process. Um, but what that means that we don't really feel anyone if they don't finish in our 6 months. We work with you till you pass. So in the summer, we have at least 8 makeup session this summer just gone. So persons who didn't finish would be able to finish. Them just don't come either until the
Wow,
league start. Them say give them a blind, and the JFF say no blind.
wow, wow.
Because we get, as a matter of fact, the 2 courses that start after in 2024, one of them everybody finished. There was 14% in that, and we still had persons from last summer who just didn't finish. Just to give you an idea of where priorities are.
I know the coaching school is probably your brainchild. Would you say that where it is now, you are seeing or reaping rewards of starting and seeing what is going on now in terms of the influence on this schoolboy football, the JPL, and other areas of football? Would you say that you are seeing the results of implementing a coaching school?
Yeah, but it's just 3 years old. I think we'll see the real benefit in 10 years, 8 to 10 years. It's just 3 years old, but already when we started, we didn't have a C license in Jamaica. Well, if we had a C license, you didn't get it in Jamaica. No, from my check, we have close to 200 persons with a C license, going near to 100 with a B license. We have 5 A license, and I think 10 or 11 persons now doing the A license. So you're talking about, from about a D license, where most of our coaches were, to now we actually have A. And then, here it, the first A license coach that ever coached a national team from Jamaica. He just won the CFU under 14 title, and don't make it be known, that he finished fourth in the CFU under 15 last year. So there is a lot. You might not notice it, but there is a lot of improvement coming. So
Yeah,
we are
that's why I asked
open.
you if you're noticing the improvements, because
Yes,
there are a
and
lot
in
of
the
things that we won't know.
Yes, and in the JPL, why you think it improved so much? Coaching is better, players are better. You see tactics, you see all of these things. They all come from the courses that we have been doing, because we actually teach people how to coach in the moments, and that is the key.
And that's why I asked that, because it's very interesting. The game that you played against Portmore, Mr. Speed, it was like a very, very entertaining tactical battle. We could have seen that, on the transition, you guys were getting away from them. Yes, they had the possession, but when you draw them forward and you counter, it's like this is what we see a lot of times on the weekend, in the EPL. So we are seeing it. So that's why I wanted you to, speak on it, to say if you are seeing it as well, because the coaches more intimately.
Well, what happened, when we look at what was happening over the world, well, to be honest, let me tell you, me and a couple of coaches talk and say, listen, if we don't do a coaching school with them, because you remember we had this golden generation with Alex Marshall and Kyle Paris and Nicky Daly and all of those people, very good team, Jamai Tope, all of those top players in an under 23 squad that were trying to qualify for the Olympics. And St. Kitts and Nevis came to Jamaica and advanced instead of us. I don't know if anybody remember that tournament. And I
Was it an
was
Olympic qualifier? Was it Olympic?
Olympic qualifier, yeah.
Yeah, man, I remember.
And then I was there. Of course, we were just doing the B license, struggling to go through the B license. And when I look on the St. Kitts bench, it was the person who was helping them, was the same person who was teaching us. They were just light year ahead of us. I have seen the St. Kitts player. They come to Jamaica and they couldn't make on a team individually. They wasn't that good. But as a team, because the coach knew what he was doing, they were able to go through ahead of us. They didn't beat us, but they drew the match and went through ahead of us and some goal difference. So it's from that day when I saw what happened, I said to myself, no, sir, I can't believe coaching makes such a big difference. So all these times when we were trying to win games at the national team and we put up our B license coach against this A and pro license coach, it was just suicide. We always look good and look like we could win the game, but the truth is we couldn't win the game. The coaches, we are going to buck. We can go to a point and then end up step where because we can't manage anymore. That's what used to happen.
And it's 3 years on the coaching school. We got a number of C license coaches, a lot of B right now, and a couple have completed the A. I think he said 5 have completed.
5, yeah.
And no enlisted. How many more coaches have enlisted for
I
the
think
A?
10 or 11. I can't remember this. No, sorry. It's more than that. It's probably about 15 or 16 because there's 5 from Trinidad and there was 10 in Jamaica. Yeah, about 15 more on their way.
Okay. And how accessible it is to start, the coaching courses. How can somebody they're watching now, how can they get in contact to start doing coaching? Whether they want to start as D, C, wherever level they want to start at. I know they have to start at D probably first if they don't already have one license, but Is it accessible? How did they do it? Is the JFF, does the JFF advertise it? Say, hey, this is coaches coming up, coaching courses coming up. How do they get in contact, or how do is it
Right.
a
So one of
must?
the things is that we know we have about 14 coaching educators. Cause that is always the key now, the coaching educators. So FIFA came here and they had courses, CF, CONCACAF. CONCACAF, I should really mention that CONCACAF had a vision and we tapped into it. They want coaching education to be a big thing. They came up with a coaching convention and we tapped into it. So we got training from CONCACAF, we got training from FIFA, um, top people from Europe come down. So we have about 14 educators. So where we are really in a good place. So if you wanted to do the D license, you don't need to come to Kingston. Just register with your parish association because we have enough coaches to send into the parishes to make sure that it is done. So we have reached a stage now that only the B and the A is kept in Kingston. The C and the D is kept in your locality. So just as a matter of fact, as we speak, the Minister of Sports, Andrea Neville, has this team up to pay for 500 D license coach, where the person only have to pay $5,000. The rest is being paid by Ryan Neville and the Ministry of Sports. 500 D license course right across Jamaica. So you just need to go to your parish association right now and register. You could be lucky. Let's hope that they haven't been oversubscribed. You could be lucky.
But that is good. I mean, you start this thing 3 years ago, and look where it has reached now. You have sponsorship to even start at the D license for coaches, so people can actually get involved and do the coaching
Five
courses
thousand
and stuff.
dollars for the course. You can't have it cheaper than that. It's something that usually costs 30,000. You only have to pay 5,000 now. We got sponsorship for the rest between the JFF, Real Navy, and the Ministry of Sports. So what we're trying to do is build out all the primary school to have a certified coaches. And we're not going this 500. We're going to carry them up to the C license level. We're not going to stop at the D. So try and get into your parish now and pay like a $5,000 and get involved because we're coming around every parish. We have started in St. Catherine already with this program. They have put up like 43 persons. So that it has started in St. Catherine already. So come on, people. This is a good opportunity to just pay 5,000 and participate.
And as Mr. Sweet said, reach out to your parish association. Um, you probably know where the areas that you live. Just try to find out who is the parish association head or the secretary and call them. And if you're interested, you go ahead and do the course. You mentioned about primary school, Mr. Speed, but in schoolboy football, will there be um any coaching standards that you know just like the Premier League, to say, okay, no less than a B, no less than a C, or that's not an era where that will be enforced?
No, it is. So at it in the schoolboy is advanced level 2, which was the old course that we did. You know, so it's about 10 years, no, 14 years old. The last one I did was in 2010. So that's the standard. But the B license is really for elite youths and top amateur. So the truth is that's where we want all schoolboy coaches to be at the B license level, and all professional and B schoolboy coaches and major league should be at B license level. And then we go to A license with the professional players, professional teams. But as I said before, we can't trigger it until we have 3+ times the amount of teams. So that is what we're working on now to get there.
Okay. And then those competition have a lot of schools, so the number would have to be
Yes,
way up before it can be triggered.
trigger.
And who takes jurisdiction of passing such a rule? Is it coming from the JFF, or will be
Oh,
coming from
Jeff,
ISA?
Jeff, Jeff.
Okay. Because all football is run through JFF. So it
Yes,
wouldn't be
and
like
they're
ISA.
fully. Yeah.
Okay, it's not would be like ISA set a rule, but it would be JFF pass it down to ISA, and then you know.
So what we'll probably do is do the C first, because I said before we have about 200 C, and because we have so much coach educators now, we can increase that amount. We have about 500 B license, that we just do, and we'll do our next 600. So we're gonna have over 1,000 eventually. But that is really for coach grassroots, Corner League, Church League, I'm at Division 1 or 2 um, primary school, basic school. That's where them that license supposed to teach. But it's really the C. Is the C we want to be at the primary level. C. We want primary level to come to C, and that's what we're working on now to start at the grassroots while we're doing so much D and then graduate them to C. C is really the course we want everybody to have at the lowest level.
Okay. Really quick, there's a commenter that's asking a question that if you have like a degree from say GC Foster, would you necessarily have to start at the D license, or you will look through them course and see what them get accredited for and make a judgment?
If you want us to assess whatever you have, we do. We have an assessment team that decides. But I would suggest the person who is just coming in, coaching badge is not like a subject at school. Let me explain why. At the D license and the C license level, it is more concerned with talent identification of amateur players. It is more concerned with technique, not tactical, technique, development of technique from a young age. The passing, the heading, the kicking, the dribbling, the controlling, the conducting, that type of winning duels. That's what you're concerned with at that level. Is for you to can do all of these skills under pressure. That's what you're concerned at that level. That's what you're looking out for. When it comes to, so that's what you do there. It's an introductory for the D and the C. You just don't want to skip it. You say if you skip it, you're going to struggle with the B. So a lot of people seem to say, this is beneath me. No. When we were doing the B license course first, we struggled. The B license educators had to stop, go back to C for 1 week, then come back to B, because we just didn't know certain basic things, which we take for granted. So I would suggest that you don't try to take it for granted to say you have a degree or whatever, because that degree was not in football, really. So there's a lot of things you would have missed and then you struggle afterwards. So that is why we recommend people, the D and the C is not that to split it in two, So we could have just got to C and teach everything one time, but we split it in two because for the D, we do attacking and defending. Because you know about the 4 movements. We just do attacking and defending. Is when you come to C, we give you transition attack and transition defense, right? And then when you come to B, we actually teach you about game model and how you're playing a possession or out of possession and those things. And we start talking about additional things when you come to B. But you should have learned how to do certain things already from C and D. And so that is why we are suggesting, listen, a lot of you have intelligence and capability to do A license or pro license. But if you miss the basics, you're going to struggle. So don't miss the basics.
I get you. Is there any, you guys do anything like in the coaching school where I know like some people will get like an honorary doctorate from a university? What do they call it? Can somebody be grandfathered into one of the license or a B license, or you just don't leave any room for that? Just start the course.
No. People who play professional football, they don't have to do D. We figure them, we get it. So some of them will probably even look at them starting at the B, but the truth is, I always tell them, listen, go back to C, because that's where we introduce the 4 movements of the game. That is something that I never knew about until 5-6 years ago. And I have done a lot of courses before, coaching courses. So you might used to do it. Remember how we learn, We learn because most of the things that we know is because we coach used to do it from a long time, That don't mean the game is more modern now and different. So what I'm saying, listen, a D and a C is for different things. A B, you really teach you how to coach. A, they teach you how to win. It's not they teach you how to coach again at A now. They might teach you how to win now, using all the factors. When you do a pro license, them teach you how to control every environment from so you can achieve goals now. Because remember, with a pro license, you have the stakeholders, them, the owners, them, the players, them who have certain individual remember, when a player come to a club, he have certain individual objectives what he want. You have to know if you merge them so they together with yours. so the club can flourish. So you see, to skip one, you're probably not going to learn the game the proper way. You can't skip any of them. All of them important in our development for you to become a top coach. Every single one.
Okay, good. And I know you probably wouldn't have it any other way because you want the coaches coming up to be so rounded in what they're doing that they don't skip out anything. You don't have to skip out. So
So
you just do. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
So I'm gonna give you a good example. A lot of time when you're doing you put a tactic in place. So you come as a coach and say, "These are my tactics for that game here." A lot of time is because the persons can't do something technically why the tactics not working. You see the point now? So
Yep,
you
yep,
probably as a
yep.
coach have to go back down to D license and teach him
And teach him how to do that technically, or
yeah,
position your foot this
to
way,
fix the
etc.
tactics for
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it don't make it so everybody want to what you call it now chapel line? No chapel line not coaching, man. Just
And a question here, somebody's asked like, say for instance, somebody want to be like a goalkeeper coach. Like, is there any like you specialize or anything like that, or you just do the license? If you want to specialize, you'd have to do something else to, you know.
yeah. Well, we have a goalkeeper topic in a D, and that's why D is so important. There's some topics in a D we want to teach back again, like safeguarding a kids, goalkeeper, coach. So after that, you definitely there's specialized coaches like goalkeeper, analyst. You have to do those separate for it to become top of your game. But I would advise you still go up to at least a B license so you learn the game itself.
And somebody's asking, I don't know if you will know, but he's asking where is the Clarendon Parish Association office?
I don't know.
Me never skip a question. See, that's why I never ask because me I say, speed all the way up this way. But may probably ask somebody and get it to you.
Yeah,
Milo. You know. Stedo, I wrote have a question, sir. I don't know if I'm putting it up on the screen. You see it?
reading, but I'm using my phone and not
It
seeing
said
so
it.
clear.
Okay, cool, cool. Oh, cool, cool. It says it sounds nice that Jamaica will have scores of A and B license coaches, but how will they will be monitoring these coaches and giving feedback so the playing standard can be immense?
All right. So yeah, we do have a weakness that we don't have enough persons to act as you call it. All right. After you finish a coaching badge, you really need persons to bounce back off your progress. So that is true. We don't have enough. So what we have been doing now is the same coaching educator make himself available for people to bounce back off their progress. What they are doing. So that I still think we have a weakness in that. But next year, or probably could be the other year, we're going to be establishing what you call um, a coach license. 'Cause what we do give now is a diploma. You don't have a license to coach, it's really a diploma. We don't have a licensing system yet. So that licensing system is what we're going to put in place. With that licensing system comes what you call continuous professional development. So you have to do X amount of hours every year for you to keep your license, or X amount of hours over a 2 or 3 year period for you to keep your license. That is what we think we'll be able to use to keep all the coaches fresh and up to date.
Okay. All right, Mr. Roach, you heard the response. I'll speak about club license again. What what are some of the requirements that need to be met for CONCACAF for the clubs to be licensed? I think you say you have 11 clubs that gained it this year.
Yeah, last year it was 4. This year it was 11. So I think it's 5 things you have to do. So like financial, as I say, financial, you must have a bank account. Everybody must have a contract. That would go on. Then there's the administration side. There is the competition side that you must have youth teams. I think it's 3 youth teams to be able to play in the Premier League now. If there's a competition, because some people don't have the competition to play, right? There is audited financial statement, which is one of the hardest things. It was difficult up until this year. A lot of people made the effort and got those statements done. So the clubs are audited. So if you don't own your venue, you have to have a contract. You must have contracts with all your players and all your staff, your coaching staff. All of those have to be entered up into the system. So they really make sure that you're operating properly. So that is the whole idea of the club license.
And they also look at your stadium and them stuff there too, like you're playing surface and them
Yeah,
stuff there
not the surface, but you have to identify the stadium, and it's really the JFF decide if you can play on the surface.
on
The
the
surface.
surface.
But if
Okay.
you don't, like, you have to show you own a stadium. If you don't own it, you have to have a contract with the owners who say you can play there. Those type of thing, they make sure those are in place so you don't have no issues, when you're trying to play.
Okay. People like up the video then man. Nobody them have to stop and ask for like, and Mr. Speed is not gonna be here for much longer. So send in the questions and like up the live real quick. Mr. Speed, the academy that we currently have. I mean, a lot of the players that won the U15 championship are actually at that academy, right?
Yeah, majority of them come through the academy, yes.
And
So
the
the National
yeah, go ahead.
Academy, the National Academy was again one of the things that our technical committee brainstorm and introduce along, with the coaching education, because we know we're famous for firing people and all of those things, but the truth is that's not really what we do. Our work is the development, and we're trying to build capacity in Jamaica from everything. So the National Academy was one of the things that we worked on, and it was our brainchild, not anybody else. Contrary to hear people talking about, it was always us,
Mhm.
and we were the ones who put everybody in place. But the good thing about the academy is that we already have a team. Well, we have a team in training now for the under 17 next year, right? World Cup qualifiers. And the World Cup for under 17 will be every year for the next 5 years, under 17 in Qatar. We already have the team, so that team will for 2026. We have a team in training for 2027. We have a team in training for 2028, the national under 17 team that is going to try and qualify for those games. All of those teams are already in the academy. And we have toured with the youngest one in Cayman. We have toured with the under 15s in Sweden. And coming up next year, this under 14 team that won the CFU is going to be playing in the CONCACAF under 15 qualifiers as a way to try and get them up to standard for be the team. Well, we don't know if it's going to be the team, but at least maybe a lot of those players will still make the team for the next under 17 World Cup qualifier. At the same time, we introduced the under 17 tournament this year, Elite Youth Tournament, because that is the league that is going to sustain these players playing at a high level continuously until we go to the World Cup qualifier. So that has been one of our best projects. Well, no, coaching education is probably our best. This has been our second best project, I would think, that we have introduced over the last couple of years.
And who works with the kids at the academy? Is it that coach work with them or a particular
Yeah,
coach, or you have coaches that work with them?
yeah, we actually employ coaches. We have Beckford, who is the goalkeeper coach. We have Purser, he has a B license. He's the resident coach. We're trying to employ a female now to work on the female side. FIFA send a coach from overseas that helps us. That's Avery father that plays for me. His dad is here,
Mhm.
and we had January, but as you know, we're part company, so we're trying to replace that person. And when they're done, well, he's at the academy every day to work with the kids too. So we have people working with them, and as I said before, at this stage is not tactics, it's technique over and over and over, and learning to play in the moments. So that is what is happening. That is why you see the Jamaica team was so dominant, because most players, even at a high age, don't even, well, when I was playing, I never know what you mean by playing in the moments. So now we are teaching these kids in the golden age of learning, which is between 7 and 14. That's where we're teaching them all of these things. That's the time that they learn the most. So we expect to be putting out much better things in the future.
All right. Another question here from Mr. Roach. Let me see. He said, "Is the JFA pushing CFU to have more youth tournament besides the boys and girls U14. He's saying Central America's U20 tournaments within their region. So that's the question he's asking.
See if you had never shown an inclination to have anything higher than under 70. Even if them keep on under 70 tournament, they have always shown an inclination to have tournaments below under 50. And so there's no plans as far as I know to have anything above that. They don't have a lot of money either. I mean, more can't afford. But I'm thinking that if we get I'm thinking that maybe just like our academy, we actually stepped down and so we wanted to bring him in from 12 more than try to bring in 16 and 17 year ones. So I would hope that they go down to 30, CFU or 12, you know, and bringing the kids at an earlier age in that environment. I think that would be better than trying to go to 20, because the truth is a 20-year-old, come on, he should be playing in some professional league if he's serious about the game, and his development would be assured. I think one of the problems that we have is that we glorify schoolboy football and make them play till them at 19. That's just too long. I think that is our biggest problem that we have here. I mean,
this person says, go ahead.
When we come up with a ban to ban players after 6 days, if they play Premier League, they can't play schoolboy for 6 days. It's just a joke. Do they have any idea what a night? You remember Spain carried 2 kids come to Europe. Two of them are 17, or one are 17 and one are 18. They were the scourge of the defenders them in a Euro. And we are saying our players in Jamaica mustn't play too much in a 1 week because them are tired. I'm just giving you an idea.
Yeah.
They play Williams from Barcelona. Same name.
No, you have Lamine Yamal, and then you have Williams play.
Yeah. Barcelona kid.
Yeah, Barcelona is Lamine Yamal.
He's
17.
Yeah, that player play 50 games a year. I mean, we are here. Even last year when they wanted the Premier League to go back to 26 games, I'm saying, we're not serious in development. We play 84 games since the pandemic, right? Normal game in our Premier League over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
The guy Yamal plays 50 games in a 1 year. So you see where the development is. Yeah, so I just think we play too long. In Manning and the Casa Cup, because they want to win. They pick all the players who born after September. Some team have 5, 6 of them. These 19-year-olds are playing against some 15-year-olds and think them great, and everybody think them great. And then them development stifled. So I think it's more of those things we have to look at. And again, I said, Manning and Dakar Cup is grassroots. It's not even elite. It's not an elite youth competition. There's like 10 good teams or 12, And that's stifle our development. So those are some of the things that we have to look at. And CFU will probably never ever play under 20. As I said before, we should have better development programs before we reach there.
Before we reach under 20. Yeah. This person is asking, what is the development plan for the youth teams, Jamaica youth teams, to matriculate through the age groups into the senior team?
Well, in fairness, if people go back and look at the stats, hardly any, all the great youth teams that play all over the world, unless it's a small country, like the smaller countries, the retention rate is not high now. Maybe 4 of them would matriculate from, let's say, under 20 to their senior team. That's not the players who go into the senior team. Players who go into the senior team is usually the ones who quickly go to professional football at 16, 17. They are the ones who matriculate to their senior teams, not the ones who go play under 20 for them country in the world, if you kind of follow the trend. So I don't think we should have if the players are good enough, we should provide them opportunities to get good. But I don't think it should be a case where I say make sure 8 of them, go up in the senior team. No. At the senior team level, the coach pick the best there is and go with it, because it's the only team that makes money for us. We have 11 national teams, and it's the only team that makes money for us is the male senior team. I don't think we can play with that one. That one, we don't have to win as much money as we can and do as best as we can, because they are the one who finance everything.
And with the academy, Mr. Speid, you had spoke to me. Well, you probably had answered me on a program regarding the funding of the academy. You had said to me that even though the time might finish, you can apply again. You know, how real is that possibility of applying again and getting through for FIFA to actually keep this going? Is it a
Yeah, but,
a good reality, or it's a far-fetched reality for applying again for them to extend it?
well, in my mind, whether we get money or not, we can't turn back. 'Cause we have seen the benefit,
Right.
right? So, but no, man, the money is there. I think it's a 3 or 4 year program. So for the 3 or 4 year, I think we'll get money every time. I think we have gone 2 years already, and third year we are applying for the third, for the third
All
year.
right. All right, good. So somebody's asking about the recruitment of the players for these academy. I know you previously said it, but some people don't know still. So
So
they are the
we have
scouts. Yeah,
four
go ahead.
coaches. We have 4 coaches, one in every region, and we have regions now in Jamaica since the last election. A regional chairman. So these scouts work in the region and recommend the players to the national academy. Of course, we still have issues because it's a recommendation. So they might not get it spot on, but at least we have 4 scouts who we have trained and they are paid. They are not free. So they are the ones who introduce the players to the academy.
Okay, so you hear that they have 4 scouts that does the recruiting for the
Yeah, that
for the
don't, but
national
the
academy.
academy is not the national team, though, you know. Let me make it clear. The academy is not the national team. The national team coach is still responsible for picking who he wants to pick to represent the national team. So for the under 15, suppose Spirit Belief said he will use that as a base, but him can always pick other players because there's players all overseas and all of that. So it's not the national team. I just want to make it clear. But usually, in the last couple of instances, the under 14, all of them came from the national academy. The under 15, majority of them. But I just want to make it clear that those teams are not the academy.
All right. JPL fan is asking Mr. Speed if that seeing that we are the national U17, will there be an introduction of a national U15 and U20 competitions as well?
There's no plans to have under 20 at this particular time. I think the plan is to have 15. That is what is more likely to be reality. We're really going down instead of coming up. That we want, because we want to build a base. As for the under 20, the only thing that we have done so far is to make a rule using regulations to guide development that each Premier League team must field 8 under 21 players in their squad. So that is what we have done so far. Some people think we should increase it. We're looking at that, but I don't think for the foreseeable this season, for next year, you'll get the under 20, but you're more likely to get the under 15. Probably under 13
Under
too, but
15. I hear that.
not under 20.
All right, JPL funny answered that. Somebody's asking about the name Veer Phoenix or Veer Phoenix United or Veer United. Why is there a difference, or why they don't have that as Veer Phoenix United and keep the name Veer United, since they said they change it, but on the Jamaica Premier League they keep it as Veer United? What's the reason behind that?
So for you to change the name, you have to apply to your parish association for you to change the name of a club. Remember, there was a big thing a couple years ago about people just giving clubs name, right? That somebody has had before. So there's a process. You have to apply to change the name to your parish association. Then your parish association, if they grant it, they will inform the JFF that this is the new name of the club. So until that happens, JFF has to use the name that they know and they have. Because remember, these are limited liability organizations. You know, all of them are registered companies
Right.
with a right. So you can't
Which
just
one
get
of
up
the club
tomorrow.
name Jamalco, sir?
That was initially Veer, and they changed the name to Veer from
Yeah,
Jamal.
because when I look it up on the internet, I still see them using that Jamalco.
But the right name is Veer.
Is Veer. Okay,
But they
okay,
had
okay.
changed the name during the right process. So until that happens, the JFF is not losing any sleep over it. It's Veer. Until the Parish Association writes us, it's Veer.
Okay, cool, cool. No problem with that. All right, people. Here they have Mr. Speed. He answered a lot of our questions, just having a chat with us. Somebody asking about the senior team coach. Played 2 games so far, how do you like how they're looking and the team?
2 games is early, but the one thing I can say, I don't remember us. I might be wrong. I might have done it one time. Since 1998, the only match we have made 500 passing was against Cuba. So that was refreshing. That's
So
all I
looks
can
good,
say.
looks good,
Yeah.
looking good, looking good.
And that's over 25 years. We have never made 500 passing again.
That's a record then. In 25 years, we have never done that.
As far as I know, we
Whoa,
have never done
whoa, whoa.
500 passing. That was refreshing.
So next question here is asking if the coach will be on the island at some point to watch the JPL or stuff like that. Somebody is asking.
Coach was on there and watching us the other day. I mean,
Uh,
look, this coach on the island thing, the coach is traveling around to watch all the players that are playing for Jamaica. So he's watching every single one of them that plays for Jamaica, wherever they are,
mhm.
because he wants to have that intimate knowledge. So let me explain. So even though I see that the women team coaches in Europe now looking at players play, because it's the new way that coaches operate. So to say if so they so don't it don't matter where the players are. The coach will be in the US next watching the players that play in the US. If he wants to bring a player come, he's going to watch him first in his environment to see what he's doing. Because that's really the new thing. If you notice, our former coach is under pressure because him say him more watching from White Scout.
Yep, I
So
saw that article.
right. So Jamaicans, always stay Jamaican. We just have a belief in our mind. You have to think how the world stay now. The thing is to watch the players in their environment playing week in, week out, so you can assess them with your eyes. And that is what our coach is doing as a modern coach. He's not going home to sit down or stay in Jamaica while the players are playing overseas and not watching them. He wants to see them with his eyes. And that's what we facilitate.
Very good. Mr. Speed, is it red in there? Because cinemas like the game them either delay or something. Is it raining bad?
I don't know. Remember, I'm in Kingston. That's Montego Bay, but the rain was falling hard
No,
in
but
Kingston this
yeah, the
morning.
rain, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some don't know how that affect the game, but
No, but remember,
anyways,
say if it moving, it might move and reach there now. Remember, it's like depends on how slow
yeah.
or fast the trough moving. So that's 200 miles to travel. So it might take a while to reach. I don't know. I'm not
Our
watching
people,
it.
that I think that's all the questions for Mr. Speed this evening. We will continue the show, but I want to say thanks to Mr. Speed for showing us support to the Reggae Boys community and coming to speak with us on our platform. We really appreciate it, and we'll keep doing what we're doing on our end, and you guys keep doing what you guys doing on your end. All right.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Reggae Boy coming too. I appreciate what you have been doing. Thank you very much.
Bless up yourself, Mr. Speed. Now we talk again. All right.
Come on, respect. Thanks.
All right. That's it. Yeah, people, cause somebody sent me something like them I said the that the camera crew now got the game because of the rain. I don't know. And then me up on the channel them I know and me not see the game start. But I just went on the Instagram and the team post them starting lineup. So the game supposed to probably soon kick off. Yeah, because me see them a post them starting lineup. Wait, I'm not starting lineup. This what is? Let me look again. I like goal already. Brian Brown has scored. Brian Brown scored, people. Yeah, I don't know why them not stream the match. Because even on the channel itself, when we go, it actually say Mobile United. I'm on it right now. It's a Mobile United versus Harborview, but it not stream. But Mobile lead 1-0. Brian Brown score. Boy, Sports Max. And they did it again. And they tell me for true. Say the camera crew don't go at the game because of the rain. Yo, Jerry, anyway, that big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. People don't know about to run out, Like the video before you run off. Like the video, like the video, like the video, people. Don't bother with it. We have over 100 persons here. Hit the like button. Jerry, anyway, that big up yourself. Travis, you reach late, man, Travis. You know how long me there I wait for you, Travis? Come here to ask 2 questions, but big up yourself. Chevis, Mr. Roach, big up yourself. Lanezra, big up yourself. Flavor, you are dealing with Flavor Max. Flavor Max, are you forward? And the first thing you mentioned, a wrench man, Flavor Max. Elite Sports, you don't know. You will learn from my boss. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Elite Sports, text and tell me what go on with Sports Max. Tell me in the chat there, because I saw a message. Well, not a message. Actually, somebody commented and they said the game I go cancel or whatever. But the game is on because I'm seeing score updates, but it's not being broadcast. And earlier somebody either sent me a message or I don't know if I on the live, I see somebody still like the camera crew not got the game or something, cause rain a fall or something. You know, tell me what I go on, because this can't real. Right now, people made up on the channel and what you call it? What you call it? What you call it? Champions League, me see them a show. Champions League, me see them a show. I must joke thing. Most joke thing. Flavor, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Flavor. Big up yourself. So I want to take in the game live, you know, man, and go and do the show, you know. But Sports Max, we need to go on better Sports Max. We need to go on better Sports Max. Channel Star. Bro, I'm not going to work today, you know, because I say, oh, the match, I have to watch a match tonight. Eh? Jano. Big up yourself, everybody in the chat. People, like the video before you jump off. Like the video. Like the video. 1-1. Best up Tennessee. What you say? 1-1? I must joke on me. They score back. I can't 1-1 already, people. People, the thing that reach 100 likes it. People like up the video. Please and thanks. Please and thanks. All right, so JPL fan says, yeah, we were told from early this morning Sports Max would not be carrying it. We mean they would not be carrying it. They you jump on the highway and drive go Mobi, the camera crew. No rain now fall on Mobi. So if the game can play, that means it could be also televised, like a joke thing. Joke thing. Them play with the league, me not telling a lie. If I were up on garden, this I played, them gonna show the game no matter what. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can't believe them now show the game, people. Disappointed. I am so disappointed. Hear me, General. May I send it now? May I send it right now, my General? Where you say I go on? No reason given why, of course. So them tell us the game now show, and they don't give us a reason. Lanezra. So why the game now show the game is actually being played? And if you have them Sports Max thing, you can go up on it. It actually says Mobi versus Harborview. So it was listed to be shown live. So it's not like it wasn't there. You understand? And the game I play. So I don't know. I think it's because of the weather. But I mean, the rainfall and stop. The camera crew could be on the ground. Grimy, we are could talk about things them for man. Wait no man, no time for that yet. Eh? Okwasa Chang score people is now 1-1. Mobi United and Harborview. Costa Chang score. And this man say, man, me certain, man. Me certain. Certain people. If it was, that would have gone. Who listen much on radio, Jay, anyway? Who listen much on the radio? All right, Stefan Wright. Then that's why I say, me can't buy that, right? The rain, no rain never did a fall on Mobile. Rain did a tear up the whole of Kingston. You understand? So me I say, I leave outside of Kingston, so them could have jumped in them crew, jump in them vehicle and left and come on Mobile. You see me I say, cause no rain never fall on Mobile. But them just make the thing look soft out, man. Can't believe. People, I have big bad CC Sports Lab there with me. I go and chop it up probably for the next 30 minutes.
I never heard about the interview. So did Rudolph Speid confirm that the league is a professional league?
What the first question I have to ask, man? You could take your time
No, man,
and forward it.
Me can't yo.
People last night. Double me night chat, man. Double me night chat. If you want double come on, you can come on and talk. But people last night, the big discussion with me and CC, if you look at that ear, man. But yes, CC, you were correct.
Yo,
Speed confirmed
like
you
say I was correct, you know, because you see on YouTube, I get a look how rap I don't want to know. I try to tell the people them say the league a professional league. And I just feel like some other persons, not including you, Issa, some people come out and say the league is a semi-pro league to push an agenda. Because when them go done talk and them go say Issa say. If the league is a semi-pro league, then you can't call for a play out a semi-pro league to come represent the national team.
Yes, boss. Yes, you're totally correct. The boss say it's a professional league because him say every player get play. Him say allowed five amateurs. That's what he said. I think 5 amateurs. But him say everybody else
man.
Get paid.
There's a 5 amateur that cause I read something when they show the amateur rule and thing. So the league is a professional league, man. I'm glad that question came up and it is settled. So anybody else has spread them thing around on YouTube, we just go in the chat and say, stop with the propaganda, because we already understand what we want to achieve.
hey, you know, imagine all of them beat the one who get CC last night, and have to take them back, you know. Oh.
all of them beating it up.
Yeah, all of them beating them when them last night. I have to take them back.
I mean, one in our trenches.
God
one
no,
in our trenches.
But yeah, man, he did confirm that it is a pro league.
But I remember the time when I tell him say only recently. That's why I can understand if they. That's why I was said to somebody, if you ask me this like a decade ago, then fine. You see me? But currently, we go down the line if we say, the league is not a pro league, bro.
Yeah, but man, him confirm it and him tell you why it's a professional league, you know?
Further to that though, Issa, the next thing I might say would have probably look at it. Just say, do you think, I wanted to ask, but I probably asked Rudolph Speid, but I want to ask people to say, for people in the comment section, do you think the football now is more organized, there's better strategy, and there is pattern of play being displayed as opposed to like decades ago? And the reason why I ask that question is we realize that even in a schoolboy football, you have the Ocherious Eyes, them a drop 6 love. You have Bellier a drop 5 for Manchester. Them thing there's unheard of Issa. Bellier, I give Manchester Eye 5.
Mm-hmm.
Them thing don't happen. But so what I want
5-1
is
5-1.
So the conclusion that I'm drawing is that since the emphasis on coaching education and coaching licenses and certain tightening of the recruitment rules, you realize that schools that are not necessarily traditional schools tend to have started to reach a point where, yeah, started to reach a point where they're being more competitive than before.
Yes, because he spoke to that and I asked him that question, because me speak of the JPL, how exciting it has looked since the start of this season, and me speak about schoolboy football. So definitely he says yes, it is reaping rewards. What we are seeing is somewhat a result of the coaching school. What you must say, if you say like real result in another 3 to 5 years. But he must say yes. He can posit that
Yeah, man,
what
man,
we're
tell
seeing now
you,
is a result of
and I think
of,
the
of
the recruitment rule to ISA it a help the school them. The ISA rule where them the ISA bring out you can't pillage a school once like before. Before people then just used to go around, take the best player from all of the local school them and just go give local school them all 10-0. So
it
to
says
me,
the ISA rule has an effect on that too. Lanners already agree with it. It says the ISA rule has an effect on that too. You have been seeing
mhm,
it in even track and field. So
yeah.
yeah,
So to me,
a lot of teams can't just go take player from XYZ and play the whole of them because they have a
yeah.
quota or a cap on the amount of
But
players we
the
can use.
reason why I bring it up, Issa, is that I bring it up for sure people say license don't make you can coach. However, license level the playing field for a lot of for a lot of coaches. So you might have coaches who just like players who are exceptional, exception to the rule. But the more people get educated, the more people get proper training, is the more competitive they're going to be overall. Whilst in the past, you would have some people who have played the game at a certain level. The Lenny Hydes, I'm not sure if Jackie Waters they play the game, but some of the people them they had more knowledge of the game than others. Therefore, the people who were training the kids never had extensive knowledge of the game, Issa. And then they were just getting 10 and 15 and 10 love and level of random thing there.
And an
You not
important
learn
thing where
nothing.
Mr. Speed clarify to him say you see the D and the C that are the basics. That basically the teacher technique. You understand what him say? Even at one point when them a do the B license.
Mhm.
Must him say if you I want to say 1 week, instead the coach have to stop and go back to C and then bring them back because there are certain basic things what them never learn before them could have move on from where they were in the B. And that show you must say, oh, if you correct certain things, you have to go back down to the D and the C, which shows you about technique and etc. 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 So yes, you might know if you do certain things in a coaching, but when you come on to the basics and the simple things, you can't miss out on that. And a lot of times when we get a lot of these players will come out of school by football. What them biggest issue? Them have some technical flaws. Technically, them are good. And we
Yeah.
rarely, if you realize, we rarely produce like top level technical players, and we really turn out, technical players in terms of volume at a high quantity. We always have speedy wingers. We can run good defenders, but when it come on to like technical players, the league and the schoolboy football, we hardly turn out like players like that. We're technically at a high quality, and that has to do with coaching.
Yeah, man, that has real coaching, man. So that's why, and you have to remember, say, even the way in which the world is going, we have to go in the direction where the world are go. The world is going into the whole coaching education because every top league now, that's their standard. And then in order to compete with people at that level, then we have to learn the techniques and the
Hmm.
information that they have. So you can't go out there in a situation where we're competing with them, but we're not learning the same thing as them. So that now go really,
Yep.
isn't it? Yeah, man. They now go get with to the place where we want to be, and I think that's one of the things them that we can look on.
People, two more likes to 100 people. May we get there. May we get there. May we get there. Please and thanks. May we get there. Two more likes. We need two more likes. If we reach 100. YG6. We say I go on now, YG6. The Mr. Speed already tell us that the league is a professional league. Why are you saying it is not? and YG6 as well. The game was supposed to be streaming live on Sports Max, but however, it is not. I was not given a reason as to why it is not, or them not published nothing yet to say why it is not.
They wanna know it is
So
why it is not, man.
you
Because
see me?
it's a joy with a broadcaster.
Whoa.
Then
no,
remember
but CC, why me upset? Why me upset? CC, the game I playing at Mobile. Come here, people at Jamaica then tell me say, oh, rain a fall hard from this morning at Kingston, right? But the game now play at Kingston, CC.
they
So
cannot cross it, my boss.
boy, a highway I go on, you know. Go Mobile, you know. Mobile, you know,
Brother,
have the little flooding issue there, you
listen,
know.
listen. As
They
far
should
as
have
I
left
see
out
it,
past 7 o'clock this morning and taking time and cruise, go where them a go.
yeah, should have did it, bro. I don't know because there was a flooding. There was a flooding in Kingston off Marcus Garvey Drive. So what is a did flood out? So I'm not sure if
So nobody no go work today. Nobody
hmm?
in Kingston no go work today.
Yeah, man, I got work and come back, man.
Okay. Okay, you go work and come back.
Yeah, for the same
But
Marcus Garvey.
the camera crew, if you go video the game, can't go work. I tell you say a joke thing, bro. A joke thing. When I like somebody to come explain to me why the camera crew can't reach at the game. Me don't know why. Cause
Yeah,
and I
see,
like I walk them a walk in the rain, go down there.
brother,
And I Montego Bay Stadium complex them I go. You
now
understand? So
catching on.
yeah, catching all.
Yo, I'm
So
tell you,
me no know, me no
that's why
know.
I said the foolishness start already. The foolishness start already because
All right, wait. Since Travis I said something. Travis, what you mean by that? Because me did hear something earlier, you know. What you mean by that? What you mean they not travel to St. James? Why they not travel to St. James? What you mean by that? Is it that because of the weather? Like, what you mean
I
by that?
must say
Because
weather,
Travis,
man. I must say weather, man. It must be the weather. Something that it's because. But my problem is that right, big Monday night, and you can't. Yeah, big Monday night and no game is on Sportsmax. Come on, bro.
bro, like when I look, me go up on Sportsmax, the two channel them say Mobile versus United. Mobile United versus Harborview. The two channels. So it was supposed to be on, but me don't know like why issue, like why them can't travel. Because of the weather, Travis. Come on, Travis. Come on, Travis. I work Mr. Speed there a while ago. Someone know why the camera people them can't go work.
People them gonna say
Bro, they don't
flash
take
flood,
this thing serious, bro.
flash flood warning, man.
They don't take this thing serious. They,
But my thing
they
is
don't
that
take this thing serious.
I just say like I don't know, like I really feel like we're in our situation like JPS or NWC and them people there, where yeah, because like and them alone basically can do the broadcasting because we don't look like CVM and them people are interested. You understand what I mean? Like
Bro,
if it
disappointed, bro. Disappointed,
that's something
bro.
they say
I
come
want to
like
see them for
JPS
the
football.
first week. I'm could see them the first week. Now come the game scheduled for the on TV and it can't dep on TV, bro. I bet any money. Oh, other games supposed to play tonight?
No man,
Ah,
that alone.
that are the only game tonight.
Mm.
January, me upset, man.
You know my feel I'm gonna do? Like all rain go fall, them I probably reschedule the game for people that come at town. But may I say, if the people them
No,
can
but the
travel
game I
come at
play now,
town,
CC, the game is playing.
I know that game is playing. May I talk about
So
the
if the
thing
game can
previously.
play, CC, it could be videoed.
Uh,
You understand
you
what
know
I
my
say?
problem. You know, yeah, but you know my problem though. Mobi I play Harborview, right? That means Harborview have a left from Harborview to go Mobi.
CC, me didn't
No,
want
don't
to
put
talk
it
about
there,
that.
sir. No,
No,
but
but me I tell you, CC, me I tell you like, it don't make no sense. You just tell me say you got work and come back home. Mr. Speed call me from the office. Say obviously come and work and have to go back home too. When him ready. You understand what I say?
yeah.
So if them take this thing serious, like if I work, brother, I work. I don't know joke thing. Bro. But anyways, Stefan have a comment. He said it's for us to develop good technical players. It starts with the coaching education and having players who also have a good level of intelligence. Why you think we don't produce good CDMs. Yeah, and I was listening to was it Jose Mourinho speaking about the six. They say it's one of the hardest positions to get in a team. You understand? And that person basically have to be very intelligent, very technically savvy, and it's a position that if you find a good six or a good 8/6, it's a big win for your team. Not many people can find like a very, very, very good six. As I say. But we hardly produce them type of players then, you're right. And even if we produce them, technically they're not good. But they can run, they can tackle. But technically, if you ever notice that CC, like when we get
Yeah.
our six and thing, like them can tackle, they can run, they can do the grit and all of that. But technically, they always, they always be lacking in that section.
Yeah, man. Technically, it's a situation where, like I just said, with the CDM situation, we always
Mm-hmm.
never have, we never produce no player with intelligence. So at what point in time I thought this is the problem. I'm think I think we're one dimensional in thinking about the type of CDM because say for example Germany, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we could have converted Germany if we played this.
But it would
All
have
we
take a
needed
while
to.
to convert him.
But let me tell you why. Let me tell you, we're not going to turn him in a tackler. Because if you notice the Italian name, because the Italian name focus on defense. Them have Andrea Pirlo, I play the number 6. Andrea Pirlo is not much a tackler, but he's an intelligent player. I would think if you have an intelligent player, right, and he's able to pass the ball and he's technically gifted, all you need to do is put a tackler beside him and put basically, you're going to play two defensive midfielder. But one of them is his job is the destroyer. So his job is to
Right.
break up plays, recover the ball, and the next one is the passer.
Yep. 100% correct too.
You understand?
And
You have
you
one.
can name a couple more players just like Pirlo, say, oh, them intelligent and them can play the six. It's all about covering spaces, reading plays, all of that. You know what them good at, two players like that? They have a lot of interception. You see me,
Yeah.
CC? Because they can read the game very well. So even though
Yeah.
them now running into a lot of tackles, them read the game very well. You understand?
Jorginho played 6. That's what
Yeah,
Jorginho plays.
yeah.
And
And that's what one of the things that
Alan
he
was the tackler.
and that's one of the things that he was good at too.
Yeah.
Interception.
Yeah.
Anytime Georgina chase a game, I worse him. But anytime the ball in front time, and if you do intercept, him can intercept, smart like that. And then him technically good, But as we said, we don't produce them type of players there, bro. Me don't know why. We probably with this national academy we can probably start to produce them, but generally we don't produce like technical gifted players who play the six. You see me I say?
Yeah, we don't.
We don't
We don't.
produce them player there. We don't produce them the type of players there.
It's just always like to me
But who you think close enough to play that position they were locally right now? The closest player to that position.
the locally.
Yeah.
Them not telling her the same look you to them bringing their side man.
Oh, Adrian Reed Jr.
Adrian Reed Jr. I'm gonna tell you something. What I think people don't realize. If you look at Adrian Reed Jr. and you see him play in the Jamaica Premier League, you can see that he's a very technical player. So he has a quality that we have before. A lot of the other defensive midfielder them were lacking, and that is the technical aspect of it. I think he's a very technical player.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look, I think in the Jamaica Premier League, he's in the top 3 defensive midfielders. Two people might be ahead of him, but guess what the difference? they are far older than him. So that means
Like,
those players are already what they are. He is not yet what he is. If you understand what I say, Issa,
mm-hmm.
he's still growing into what he will become, as opposed to those other players who are already they're what they are.
And him have more opportunity to learn and develop him game.
Yes, yes. So that's why I'm gonna say right now, I think he's the player for that position. If you feel really say, oh, look on a player in that aspect. I think you have other you know, what was the young player name? The
Malachi
guy there, Cover.
or Brandon Cover.
Is he not a central midfielder? He doesn't play
Yeah, them
defensive
use him as
midfield.
central midfield. Sometimes they use him right backish, but him play central midfield.
But you know, but and then this is the thing too. If you notice, we're not finding. If you notice, Issa, in terms of producing defensive midfielder, overall, Jamaican players with Jamaican heritage or locally developed Jamaicans, there's not a lot of them who we can find for play defensive midfield either.
Yeah. The
What
Stefan Wright, I
what
said Malachi Douglas would be a good youth to make that transition.
yeah, but right now, I mean, he was on that trajectory, but we not see it right now. And then the next youth, what that was in the team, him that Mount Pleasant. You still at Mount Pleasant?
Which one that?
Our next player that came in the team, man, we used to play for Klein College. Why am I not remember the guy name? Travis, remind me of that guy the name. The one that the man must Rasta now.
I'm not sure.
Ah, Phillips.
Rasta. Oh, Demar
Demario
Phillips, yeah, talk.
Phillips.
Oh,
Yes.
Demar Phillips. So they are Moby in them, man.
Mobie. Yeah.
Moby in there.
Yeah. So may I tell you, say, he's
People
another player.
hit the like button if you haven't already. Please like the video.
So may I say, yo, when you look at um some of them play, may somebody name say Carlton Brown is better than Reed.
Who's Carlton Brown?
I don't know Carlton Brown, but
Who that? Richard Crawford. Who is Carlton Brown? No, Carlton Brown. Oh, and Blake too. He said I thought Blake could have transitioned to a good CDM, but me don't know. Nobody now play Blake in a midfield. If I no center back, me see Blake I play a right back.
Romain Blake.
But nobody now play him in a nobody now play him in a midfield.
Nobody not really playing this one. We must say Mackay Welsh is another. Mackay Welsh, that's the next year to the matter develop, man. Mackay Welsh.
Yeah, Mackay Welch. Yeah, me rate Mackay Welch. He look, good.
So
the
wait,
times when we see.
so that person come and say Carlton Brown. You know, me should have known. Say I should have known it was a Phoenix affiliated player. You know. From here, Richard Crawford them come talking. Yeah, man, me should have known, man.
Oh, I'm Grammy. I say he played for Mona.
Ain't no better than Adrian Reed.
Number 5 for Mona versus Mopla. He's a good player. Travis say he's a good player. Let me see. Me not really take no time still. Me not see.
I haven't seen him, but if they say he's a good player, then me take them word for it. But he's not better than Adrian Reed, brother. So no bother with it, man. But you know something
Okay.
something like Mackenzie looks like a very good young player. And look
Yeah,
like
man.
him on the
Technically,
right path.
Mackenzie look good.
Yeah.
Mackenzie
But
look
one
good
thing I can tell
technically,
you,
bro.
Veer no look good though. Because Veer give up about 5 chances in the first 25 minutes. Like because
Remember, say them a
Mona is
work out them thing, you know.
yeah, I know, it's about what me I try to say. If it was a better team on the day,
Yes, they would get punished.
25 minutes up, then them under 5.
I say so, but the team them kind of play helter skelter, you know. So they will give up chances. Yeah, they will give up chances, But what we realize, it just made the game entertaining, bro. The game was very entertaining.
Yeah, the
That
game
game,
was in.
man, then we over across the world and how much o'clock in the night and then sit down and watch the game.
Yeah,
Just
but
because.
we don't want,
It's a
but we
good
don't want the
entertainment for
game.
the league.
Yeah, but we don't like them cannot continue to play like this though.
Bro, I want him to get in his players. I can't wait to see my boy there. Marquise Reed. Rate that you there, no?
Yeah,
I can't wait to see that you they touch if pitch you. Marquise Reed, bro.
but
A ball of
Denzel
that, you know?
Denzel look like yeah.
They
Him
say
look
it
the
look
plot.
like, yeah, man.
Him
Denzel look
look
good.
good, man. But I want
Yeah,
to
man,
see
him
him for
good
just like
technically, man.
season.
Him good
Him good
technically.
technically, man. But me just want you them for people them to look when watch Adrian Reed play and stop
I want to
and
watch
stop.
my boy there, no. Watch my
Yeah.
centre back boy there, no. Him play good too, you know.
Ooh.
What name there?
Chad King.
Oh, no. Me I talk centre back for fear, man.
I want to say, but give you a jam, but
Tall you out there. What name again? Why centre back for fear name again? The fear man name there in the chat. Richard Crawford and Grimy. Why centre back for fear name again?
yeah.
The one where did their Cavaliers. And him go across to Veer. Forbes. Michael Forbes.
Michael Fabs.
Michael Forbes never look bad
Yeah.
at all, boy.
Yeah. But you know, some get a drama. Like what? May I look for the league now? I may say, yo, I want you to little ball out of Clarendon College. Come in the league, you know, Richard King.
Mm-hmm.
Them are, I want, you know, say everyone at the Clarendon College ball of them will come play Jamaica Premier League, play for the national team.
A good ball of them,
Richard
man.
King, Demario Phillips, the Malachi Douglas, when in the
Lamar
Kaim
Walker.
Dixon, Lamar Walker. That
Couple of them, man.
a couple of
Andre
them
played
well,
at
man.
Clarendon College in play too.
Yeah, man, Clarendon College and Glenmere.
Okay.
Couple of them well, man, Clarendon College.
Yeah, man. Forbes. Yeah, Travis. Forbes played good yesterday. Nah,
Yeah, they
lie,
must
man.
start from Lenny them days, because Lenny played for Clarendon College too, and then Linval Dix, none one of them man, they come, Rudy Dix, them come up and say. But even in a recent memory, may I tell you, say, only because I think you have couple of the Clarendon College youth, them gone foreign. I think you have Mullins gone overseas, gone play college football. You have Mullins go overseas, Coopy gone, and the other youth, the name. What him name? Christopher Alto. Him gone over the two, in the
Yeah,
US.
Christopher Hall. Where Christopher Hall there?
I think at Lincoln University.
Okay. All a good boy, too, you know.
All Coopy, Mullins. Yeah, man.
Tian Kopi. Kopi play underwa. He play for one national team, then.
No, he said Javel Ellis of CC and Morris play for Jamaica. He not play for Jamaica yet. Travis Pessoa. Notice the same score.
We're all gone. Junior college, all gone or college.
I think you know, say me I want them is a junior college because them play them a Division 2. Somebody correct me last night, because Lincoln University at Division 2.
Okay.
But four of them gone there, you know.
The same college or just different schools?
Same college, man, I think. I think
Okay.
because then Jack must be 7-1 night. In the league where them play. Him scored 2
good.
and Mullins scored 2.
That's not bad.
Yeah, man. And then you have a youth named Sakoni, Satchwell, where did I play the stats? Where they over the Slovenian second.
He score what there?
Yeah, man, him scored 4 goals in 6 games so far.
That's nice. Shakwan Satchwell.
Yeah. So hopefully him go and kick in some in net over there, and then you know him can move on. Christo J Daly play what? 5 out of the 6 game where team playing in North Macedonia. Did you know that the North Macedonia team, the person who win the team who win the league goes into the Champions League qualification round?
Never know that.
So that's one of the things when we kind of want the players them to in. I want them to be in leagues where these teams have a chance to go in the playoffs for Champions League or Europa League and stuff. Because that's where now if they get one game,
Big up Andre Green.
Basel, and one game Salah get in a Champions League basically come in a Champions League come star up on Chelsea, you know, and Chelsea buy him, you know. You remember that, Issa?
Remember? Remember,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know him alone. Remember, say, I saw enough for the Ukraine ball them get by, you know. Then come a Champions League, come star up Champions League. In a one game. Well, like them know, say, oh, Liverpool may go play. Then just got turn up heat for Liverpool. Look on the Brazilian there. Know him name? Willian. Shakhtar Donetsk.
William, yeah.
A Chelsea him come tear up Chelsea, man. When him to, you know, what the other one name? Ramirez. A Chelsea again. I want things one my side every time we come like we face some of them tight side, them man they come proof power. Salah come proof power. William come proof power. Ramirez come proof power. We just buy them
Before
same
we
time.
buy them.
Man tell you we buy them same time, man.
Stefan Writer say, yo, them baller day I was telling you about CC where you claim they are still on the radar. But them on the radar, but we not really hear about them. If CC never doing research and I follow them up, nobody would not hear about them. Coopy and Holland and the other rest of them would not hear about them.
Yeah, man, but I think because remember in a Coopy and them guys they have to go up to a next level. Because even now, Division 2 them not play. They need to get Division 1 and try to get into the USL and them leagues there. Because remember say Pearson did an interview the other day, Pearson and Rochester. I think they are playing for MLS Next Pro. They're in the MLS Next Pro system. Because one is that I think both of them are Columbus Crew.
No man. Sitting there alone today.
Pearson the Columbus Crew too.
Mm-hmm.
So where's Rochester?
I don't know. I don't know Rochester there.
Yeah, man, I think
I have an interview I line up with Pearson, you know, so I'm soon upon the channel.
I think one month Rochester
So we'll get to hear from Pearson, man, in the
channel. The man does speak to bro. I be speak.
Oh, Chicago, him say Chicago.
Chicago Fire too.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah.
How where Blake there? I know Chicago Blake, no. And a Red Bull Blake there at Chicago. Think at Chicago. Somebody say, oh, Portmore United captain. Yes, Seagull Knight. From that they are Clarendon rate him, you know. You remember Seagull Knight? Seagull Knight. Oh, Philadelphia. Blake there, Philadelphia Union 2. You sure? I know Andre Blake me talking now. Romain Blake. JPL fan. Romain Blake. Okay, the two of them there at Chicago, man. Blake, Romain Blake and Rochester there at Chicago. Nah, hear you, CC. Nah, hear you. Where you go mess with the phone now, make me not hear you. Your mouth move, but I'm not hearing you, son. Yeah, people. Number seven, yeah, man. CJ Knight, man. He can be a good number 6. I believe so for true. CC come back. Let me add him. They must say CJ Knight for Portmore. Like that you from Clarendon days. Clarendon days.
They're about 28 now, bro.
You sure he's about 28? You sure?
CJ Knight, man. Pele, man.
Yo, I mean, I watch him, you know, me rate him.
Man, Pele.
You know, me rate him, CC.
Mm-hmm.
I look on him last night. Just look on him physique. Our baller, he probably not get the break when he get, but the man look in shape, bro. In jersey, sit down upon him and I like someone who say belly hang over when they put on them kit, brother. That me I talk about. Look like him taking things serious, bro. You see me I say? Me not see no belly hang over and them thing there.
That's why when I hear him, that's why you hear me say 2 ball, I'm probably in the league where we could have say, oh, he was one of them. What me that say in the number 6 role. CJ Knight. Pele.
Yeah, bro, I watch him on last night.
I try remember him how much. Pele about 27, you know. Yeah, man, Pele about 27, man.
As a long time I play Ball
Pele
them,
come
man.
to school when me go to school, man. Pele come to CC when me
Oh,
dog
like,
CC.
for real?
Yeah, man.
Remember when T got a coach? T got a elite
Yes.
coach, remember?
Yes, me I tell you. He did my side, man. I think Pele is after Craigton Charlton. He's supposed to win the Costa Cup, you know? With Craigton Charlton, them, you know?
Oh, this man say him Emile Russell. What do you think about Emile Russell?
Emilio
Could be a
Russo.
number 6.
Boy, I'm not so sure. Like, either way, I try to convert a bunch of players.
And somebody say CJ Knight and who else? Who else? CJ Knight and Howell. Ramon Howell.
No, sir, man. Ramon Noel. Me that's a Sigil night, but I don't know about Oil. I'm not so sure about Oil. But as me said, Knight is like 27 and he's still in the league.
Him
Money
now
go
get the
crazy for
highlight.
the
Not
age.
telling no lie. Him now get the highlight. Him now
No,
get the highlight.
no. Me I
But he's a
wonder
good
why.
player.
He's a good player, man. He's a good player. No, man. Travis, we have to go long before Charlton. And not long before Charlton, brother. Knight no older than me.
You mean after Charlton?
That's why me I wonder why I say. And after Charlton, man. Craigton how much? Craigton
Crichton
younger
of
than
older
me.
than CJ Knight, man. A
That-
long time here about CJ Crichton Charlton.
Craigton did go junior college to and then he go.
You
then he
sure?
go division
No, Travis,
1.
man. Me think Crichton Charlton older than Knight, man. When you talk about, man, Travis Peso. I think Knight. Well, Knight, Emile Russo, Adrian Reed. Who else? Probably I set a them that stills. Probably I set a them that. But people, I hate that, you know. Big up on yourself. Thank everybody for forwarding. Thanks everybody for tuning in and like up the live. Thanks to all the commenters. Travis, big up yourself. Jamaica fan, big up yourself. Tennessee Lewis, everybody we pass through. Big up on yourself. Who else? Mr. Speed passed through and give you an hour. So we thank him for that. CC. We have got to chop it up next time. Let me see who I score with Mobile United before me run off. People, Elite Sports live now, so you can check that out. You can check that out. Elite Sports is live right now. You understand? Look like Mobile United probably score again. I don't know. But I not get no update. Them thing I'm gonna like 1-1 at halftime, they say. 1-1 at halftime.
No about 29, man. A big boy.
Who that?
A big boy, man. Craigton Charlton, I say older than Sigil, man. More than a
They say
night.
training with that Chelsea are beat up aside tomorrow. But CC, we say we have got to chop it up next time. I will link up here.
Yeah, man. That's
Bless up yourself to pass through. People, big up on yourself. As we say, Elite Sports TV live right now. If you don't want to go check that out. You know. But big up on yourself. We out.
2, 3. I don't know why Jamaica is in and I'm for the Rudolph community. Respect for support. I want to see you all the time. If you know I come out all the time. And thanks for the support, man. I see it. I hope we can get some more.
Yeah, Reggae Boys Nation. Reggae Boys community. World Cup 26 we are land. Yeah, the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we turn. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every Reggae Boys fan. Up on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. fast, well fast like him skating a tool. Wait boys clock and plate in a goal. Bobby kick a shot next, shake it a roll. Chippy bust a chop skin, scrape it a sword. Inna the office or play upon the road. Inna we black, green and gold. Adidas sponsor suit. Nana boss lace, key boy ankle soup. Take it to them fatally. World Cup 26 we a land. Yeah, the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boy's fan. Hoop on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Yo, Ravel still the world lord. Whisper kick shot, this thing it burn hard.
This is Damien Lowe, Jamaican International, and I send a special shout out to the Reggae Boys community. Thanks to all of the hard work that you've been doing. We're seeing it, we appreciate it, and everybody just come out and support. So we do our best.
2, 3. I tell you, man, Jamaica is in and I best for the Reggae Boys community. Respect for support. I want to know all the time. You know, I come out all the time. And thanks for the support, man. I see it. And hopefully we can get some more.
Reggae Boys Nation. Reggae Boys community. World Cup 26 we a land. Yeah, the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boy's fan. Hoop on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. See fast, well fast like him skating a tool. Wait boys clock and plate in a goal. Bobby kick a shot next, shake it a roll. Chippy bust a chop skin, scrape it a sword. Inna the office or play upon the road. Inna we black, green and gold. Adidas sponsor suit. Nana boss lace, key boy ankle soup. Take it to them fatally. World Cup 26 we a land. Yeah, the team strong. Tell them believe no man. Them a say we both see us so we can. Style and pattern. Tell them believe no man. Big up every reggae boy's fan. Hoop on the wagon. Tell them believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Believe no man. Yo, Ravel still the world lord. Whisper kick shot, this thing it burn hard.
This is Damien Lowe, Jamaican International, and I send a special shout out to the Reggae Boys community. Thanks to all of the hard work that you've been doing. We're seeing it, we appreciate it, and everybody just come out and support. So we do our best.
2, 3. I tell you, man, Jamaica is in and I best for the Reggae Boys community. Respect for support.